Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Goon International 2024. I'm Scotter, joined as always by Obnot. Mark, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Are
I'm
you
very good.
excited for today's game? We have an elimination match. One
Oh my
team
goodness.
is going home today. Um, so that is exciting and also quite alarming that we are already knocking teams out. And one of these two teams will be going home. Um, which is pretty crazy given I would have said before the tournament these two teams pretty good, could go quite far, but here we are,
Yeah, I
one must go.
feel like both of them deserve to go through, but that's not how eliminations work.
Exactly. um, we should have a draft pretty much straight away, so we're going straight into the action here. We're just waiting for everybody to connect in, fingers crossed.
Um,
It's not looking good, so we can fill some time. That's good. That's good work. So we'll get some. We'll get the game. The game
uh,
is trying. We're trying to try again here. See if we can load in. But
challenge
yeah,
one. Yeah,
yeah. I think yeah.
yes, we've
Here
done
we
it.
are. We are in. Great news. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. Great news. I pressed the right button. We're in the draft. Okay. So yeah, two teams that I think a lot of people expected to be going quite far in the tournament, but yeah, one must go, and it is a best of one. So one game, we won't be up too late today, you'd imagine, unless this famous last words for the old 2 3 hour game. We
You
can get
had to
locked
say it, didn't you?
in. So what do we have? We have some bans. Firstly, Clockwork, most banned hero of the entire tournament, gets banned again. Um, Also, the most combined picks and bans. I was having a look earlier, and I'm pretty sure that it's been banned up until this game. Had been banned 67, well, combined, picked or banned 67 times, and there's only been like 76 games in the entire tournament. So,
What?
so there's 9 games where it's been completely ignored, and everything else is either a pick or a ban, which is pretty
That's
crazy. Crazy stuff. Unless Dota Buff's lying to me, so just put that little asterisk next to everything I say. Just get that out there straight away. Other bands that we see, I mean, Abaddon's been one of the highest win rates of the tournament so far, so not really too surprising. And I think Puck is something that OGs have definitely
mm.
played, so I imagine that's some kind of target to
Same
ban.
with same with the Quap there as well. I think they're both favoured heroes. Been doing a lot of work for OGs.
Yeah, not to mention Medusa, who is one of those
Yep.
ones that is the second most banned actually in the tournament. Has only managed to get picked 9 times, but has a pretty decent win rate. 66% win rate when picked, but yeah, not only managed to escape 9 times, 45 bans in total. Um, Second only to Clockwork. So
Yeah.
we're not wasting too much time. We're straight in with a Tusk for OGs, which again is another one that they've played a fair amount. Um, I believe it's been played 8 times with a 63% win rate in the tournament. OGs have played it 3 of those times, but they've only won once out of the 3 they've played with it.
Mhm.
So yeah, Tusk pretty nice. Got a bit of save, bit of damage, bit of trap, some catch.
Yep. A
Um,
good like give nothing away. Go
mhm,
anywhere. Do anything.
Yeah,
Combos with a lot of different heroes. So
yeah. Shadow Demon as well. Bans Spherical played a few times as well. In the tournament has a not the greatest win rate. Same with Lion actually. Just before I come on to
yeah,
Lion, but doesn't have the greatest win rate, but has been played quite a lot, like 15 games of Shadow Demon. So
it's like the
uh,
same as Clockwork. Like it's banned a lot, but actually the win rate is not. It's like
yeah,
50-50, right?
I think honestly Lion is one of the ones that suffered the most. Don't actually have it written down, but I'm pretty sure Lion has like a 26% win rate, 19 games. So I think one that at this level of Dota, a hero that you can lean on quite a lot to get a lot done with the stun, hex, etc. but
Yeah.
not always the most impactful or effective in the end compared to some
Stats
of the
I'm
scout
looking at
files.
say that it's a 30% win rate on Lion,
Oh, nice. Very nice.
so not the best.
Indeed. Indeed.
10 seconds to pick.
Are there any heroes we should be expecting to come out here?
The only one from having a look earlier today was both teams don't mind the Snapfire, but again that is another hero that has quite a poor win rate in the tournament, but is again something that a lot of teams like to use. Has 15 games in the tournament. Yeah, both teams have played it. I think Snapfire's been played 3 times by OGs in the tournament as well. As the Warlock comes out, so a lot of support. A lot of support to start. Mid line? Question mark.
Warlock is always good.
Yeah. Nice little bit of
Only 10 seconds.
the old Fatal Bonds and the Golems. Very nice.
I mean, honestly, the upheaval these days just does so much work.
Yeah, it's
The
crazy.
slow is huge, the damage is huge. Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
Unless you're me and you forget to cast Fatal Bonds and then you accidentally cancel your upheaval because you want to put bonds on. You forget that it cancels the upheaval.
Yeah.
I'm sure these teams are better.
Yeah. Winter Wyvern. Winter Wyvern's nice. Yeah, didn't have that one down. I think this Wyvern. I feel like people have been playing Wyvern mid again. People in the chat may have to correct and
Can be done for sure.
tell me if that's accurate or not, but I'm pretty sure it's been played middle lane.
Gonna use the golems against them.
Yes, that is true.
Radiant team are now picking.
And we've also got a Void Spirit.
Wowie.
Now, I feel like we won't have seen very much Void Spirit, surely.
Not from my memory.
Void Spirit, 5 games played in,
Mhm.
but 80% win rate.
Okay.
10
Okay.
seconds to pick.
It's a good sign. Good sign for OGs.
It's like
5 seconds
Stessie's Shitters has been playing a bit of Voids.
Wow, that makes sense because they, I think they've won the most games in the tournament, if I'm not mistaken, given they were in the group with more teams. And yeah, so and won I think all of their games in the group stage. Yeah, this is a best of one. One of these two teams is being eliminated from the Goon International. It may even be the first team to be eliminated. I'm not sure whether there's another game going on parallel to this one, but
that's so tough if that's true. That is so tough.
Tide Hunter. This is a big spherical hero. They have 90% win rate as a team on this. They've played 10 games of it across all different tournaments that we've had. Mostly, I would imagine, this year and back end of last year. And yeah, nine wins, 1 loss with Tide. So definitely a hero that they prefer. And the same in the tournament doesn't have that bad a win rate. 9 games in the tournament as well, and 67% win rate. So yeah, decent. And also brings a bit more of that team fight combo with the Warlock as well. Got a lot of team fights so far.
Yeah. This is a lot of control here.
Yeah.
Not so much damage at the moment, but
no.
I'm sure that's to come.
This is your obst mid doom for sure.
There's the more control.
This is yeah, the doom is definitely a a melee mid enjoyer is obst. So
I like that into the Void Spirit. That's nice.
5 seconds.
You've got to be picking up a Lincoln's Void. Void Spirit's one of those heroes that can like zip around and you just never actually end up getting them. Similar to the Puck in the Quap that both been banned, but maybe not as familiar for OGs. But the Doom does answer that, I think. Doom.
Mm.
then can't do anything.
I mean, they have quite a lot. I mean, with the line as well, they already had quite a bit of control. It's just whether
Yeah.
you can get there.
It's lining it all up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got like Wyvern heals, Tusk saves as well now, for any cause on OGs
I think
as well. So there is
I
that.
think the Wyvern is going to be critical to the OG's game plan.
Dyer's ban.
Big lad
Radiant's ban.
alert. We have an Underlord.
Big lad alert. Have you seen the other team?
That's
Tied
true.
on to Doom.
That's true. 2 big lads versus 1 big lad so far. That is a good,
Like-
good
like a
point
big
actually.
lad.
That Luna has been completely ignored so far.
5 seconds.
Well, they might.
Hurry.
There's still
might.
time.
Yeah, it's not over yet. I like Luna for Spherical, actually. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, just Luna
Yeah.
for either team. It's Luna.
My honest thing is if they don't, I think if OGs don't ban something like maybe even like a troll warlord. I know that's a big Sleepymoon favored hero. And because it's a best of one, I like honestly don't know if it's a good troll game. Not a huge troll player myself. Big troll, but not a good troll player. But it feels like if you're in a best of one, the best course of action is to pick something you're comfortable with that you know you can basically own on.
Dyer's ban.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if something like that was removed by OGs if they've seen it before. If not, then who knows? But yeah, definitely looking for a big carry. I mean, Luna, like you say, wouldn't be a bad shout at all.
Both teams need damage with their last pick.
Only 10
Need big
seconds.
damage. I'm just looking through strats
5
here,
seconds. Hurry.
and
Hurry.
Drow has a 100% win rate. According to strats.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, she does. She is. Yeah,
So-
six games. Yeah. Yeah. Weaver ban.
I can see that fitting into either team. Yeah. The silence would be lovely.
Very true. I think with Spherical, you've got this front line of big boys. You want to sort of run at them. Be at
Yeah.
the front.
5 seconds remaining.
Gives an opportunity for a Drow, Luna, to be behind. The only thing is the Void Spirit getting on top of you. That's what you got to be careful of.
Gonna be Gyrocopter. Interesting.
Yeah.
We haven't seen much gyro. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Not from memory. I mean, I don't know if we've cast much gyro at least.
Gyrocopter. 10 games. Only has a 30% win rate.
5 seconds. Hurry. Hurry.
Hey, that doesn't mean it's a bad pick here, but it's obviously not been super effective for teams in the tournament so far. But it
2
would-
of the 3 wins it's had has been on steady shitters.
PA.
Choose your hero.
EA. That's a lot of damage.
There's the damage that they were looking for.
I worry that Spherical is quite melee
Yeah.
into a Wyvern
Mm.
and a Gyro
Yeah. Plus,
and a Tusk
and sort of,
and an Underlord
yeah, I was gonna say the Underlord like pit.
and to a certain extent the Void Spirit.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you before you ask me who do
Oh,
you think's gonna
damn
win, or do we just leave it to the bets? The chat could decide who do they think.
I like that. I like that.
Let's leave it to the bets. You tell us who you think is who's gonna take this one by
Let me
betting your
set up
beans if
the-
you have any. If not, pop it in the chat and we'll see.
Because
Because I honestly don't know. I
No,
honestly
it could be
don't know.
close. I'll answer anyway. I'm leaning towards Spherical here, but it's both drafts have their issues in this, so I think it's more of a case of which draft gets exposed first or worse.
I wonder whether Gyro would have been a good pick for Spherical with the Warlock. It's a kind of typical
Yeah.
vein of the bonds plus the flat cannons shite.
Yeah.
Like it is nasty,
I'm
and I don't know
not-
whether it's like a block pick rather than.
I'm not a fan of the PA. Is the problem? The rest of the team, great.
Mm.
PA, I'm not too sure on, but you can cook on PA. It's one of those heroes where it just you get a good game on it, then it can be devastating. But it's a best of one, so is that worth the risk?
Yeah, but hey, we won't have long to find out unless we have the fated 2-hour, 3-hour game. So, fingers crossed, we avoid that
Jeez.
fate. But
The chat seems to be favouring Spherical as well. It's 1,500 to 10
oh we.
at the moment.
Okay, well let's see what happens. We are in the game. Best of one. Reminder: the team who loses this game goes home. As a nice heart is drawn on the chat by Moist Goblin. And that means I'll take you through Spherical first. We've got Clavicimbel on the Warlock. We've got Moist Goblin on Lion. Phosphorus on the Tidehunter. Obst on Doom. And Sleepymoon on PA. Meanwhile, for OGs, we have Larry Llama on the Underlord. Vi on Wyvern. Peebo on Void Spirit. Flowzone on Tusk. And Lone Soldier on Gyro. I need to remember to say Peebo's name properly and not call him Peepoo like last time. I've realised that's what happened before, as both teams are dodging each other, it seems, so far.
Now, hot news in the predictions.
Yeah.
There was a last-minute dump into OGs, so it's 50-50.
Ideal.
I bet I could tell you who that was.
I think I know as well. I'll leave them to to state their presence in the chat if they would like to. If not, anonymous last minute
Dump.
gambling going on. Right. Okie dokie. Let's settle in then. Both teams content to take 2 runes each and move into the lanes, and we'll just have to see how it all goes from there. Yeah, looks like obviously Warlock. Yeah, Warlock PA, and then be obviously Tidehunter and a Lion up in this top lane.
Right, and we're off.
We are. CS is being gained and lost.
Last lights out and away we go.
I do wonder if this is a game where we will have to pay attention to the mid lane. I mean, normally in these games we tend to just both mid laners tend to just sort of exchange.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're going to need to worry. I think the only thing that happens is Peebo dies. I'm not sure if. I mean, I don't really know how Void Spirit works, to be honest with you.
I think that the Void should be able to get out, right, because of the escapes and.
But then I think Doom just lives. Doom lives.
Oh, Vi getting low in the top lane already. A little bit of damage coming out. So just retreats under the tower and does take a point in the heal, so we'll heal themselves back up. Any interesting facets to look at? I mean, it's the old Abyssal Wall.
Admiral Seething has validated my shout, so I feel better about myself now.
As Sleepymoon bot lane goes in onto the Tusk. Tusk tries to ice shards them to block them out, but doesn't quite hit it. But will still walk away even after the blood grenade comes out. As quite quiet start to the game so far.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a tense game, as is the nature of elimination games. Courier kill top. The items were delivered, but I'm gonna have a minute without his courier.
Oh, Lion does need to be a little careful. Getting quite low. Few clicks from Lone Soldier, but
Flowzone low as well. He could just turn around. That would have been a kill. Would have got first blood. Why did he not click it?
decided to spare him on this occasion.
What happened there? Oh well.
My cat is trying to trip me up.
Both low top.
Yeah, top lane.
Both low
Huge
top.
damage out onto both. Lovely little stun onto the gyrocopter. Might actually just save both their lives. Moist Goblin.
Great stun.
Lovely little spike to save the day.
Woo.
So it could have
That's
been
not going to be
2
good
kills.
though. They are. Oh no,
Now
Moist
goes
Goblin's
back
going to
in,
die here.
and now the Wyvern
Surely.
damage. Phosphorus walking back in as well. Not sure they want to have any part of this. Nice stun coming out, and a little bit of mana drain going on as well. Oops, I just clicked mid lane. Let's go bot. Whoopsie.
Nothing to see there.
As the 2 supports in this bottom lane just happy to duke it out, and Clavicimbel does get trapped by the ice shards, and we'll get a few punches from Flowzone. And might just be able to go down. Does just
Yes,
about get the first blood as a result.
Does not return the favour,
But
letting him live.
I think the creeps in that camp would have got him instead, to be honest. Even so, I thought it was going to be a deny. As middle lane, obviously coming down to half HP, but not really anything happening.
Spicy that.
Has a little bit of all chat going on, straight off the bat. Not
Get
yet
mogged.
5 minutes into the game, and the all chat has begun.
Any ideas of what mogged means?
I think I do, but I don't know how to describe it to you. So leave that one with me for a moment. Maybe if someone in the chat can help me describe, like,
Please let me know.
isn't it
What
like something to do
mogged
with
means.
the looks maxing, like the thing where they like try and get their jaw to be strong and stuff, and they like that like trend where people would like do a. Anyway, Clavicimbel was getting got again in the bot lane.
Oh dear.
Yeah, TikTok words. TikTok words, and it's 2 deaths already onto the Warlock, having a little bit of a tough time trying to get out, and I think just get some wards down. Has been caught twice.
Would it be the kind of face you pull, perhaps, if you were taking a photo in front of a tram on holiday?
That's so specific, but luckily I know what you're talking about. But yes.
Is that the right face?
Maybe. I'm struggling to. I'm
Line
struggling to
getting
remember
low.
that
They're
now.
diving under the tower. Got
They
the stick
are.
charge. Manages to get out.
If I could get some damage dealt here. Oh, a lovely little anchor smash.
That
Does
is
quite
nice.
a lot of damage, but Lone Soldier will be there to zone out for the support, so it doesn't take too much damage. And the
We've
Lotus
got
is up.
a Void Spirit wandering bot lane.
As
Is this
the snowball back
gonna
out
be another
again.
Warlock death?
Yeah, Warlock, the sacrificial lamb once again will go down. Does get the chains out at the final moment, but yeah, will not be any follow-up damage for that one. Warlock dead again. It's top
Rough
lane.
start.
Yeah. OG's making these early moves. And it's a bit tricky with the old Warlock. It's Tusk is that kind of support anyway. And now they roll onto Sleepymoon as well. Were initially under the tower.
Yeah.
It does get trapped, but
Oh,
Clavicimbel will
good
be
blink
there to
out.
blink him out. And
Void
with the
Spirit's
heal.
still here.
Yeah, Peebo's still hanging around, but now Doom will come in, but it might be too late for Sleepymoon, who's still being healed up by the Warlock. So this is nice healing.
Heal is
and a
lovely.
lovely little juke into the trees. Ob's now going to try and find something himself. Looks like he'll find Flowzone. Does have Doom, so could use Doom. Did get broken by the creep, actually. A little bit of grief there by the creep. And the nice ice
Great
shards to block.
shots.
Does get the courier in the end. But Obs will now run this back to mid lane, but he'll stop to farm this camp as he knows he's not going to catch up and get anything done there. So, all in all, a little bit, quite a successful gank survived in a way from
Yeah.
Spherical there, especially for the PA. Quite critical that she is as alive as long as possible to get as much farm as possible. This is going to be a lot of
Going
reliance
on
on it.
the Tide Hunter top now.
Yeah, there's also action bottom lane, but yes, top lane. Damage, counter damage now onto
No.
the Tusk,
Turning back.
who does not
Nice slow.
as the once again the creeps grief Spherical by
Tornado.
tornadoing them. Meanwhile,
Oh,
middle
no.
lane, the Doom must
Oh,
have been
no.
dropped. The Sleepy lane,
It was.
it came to life. The Doom dropped, and Obst will pick up Spherical's first kill, and it's quite a large one onto the Void Spirit.
Peebo.
Peebo goes down.
Would I be right in saying that Peebo got mogged?
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Every day is a school day.
Yeah, yeah. As they've now brought the Tusk mid, so Obst is getting severely gone on here, but he will just pop the haste rune and walk away. Now could
Oh,
look
nice.
to turn
No,
himself.
he's going to walk back in.
Yeah, steal some mana from the Tusk. And Moist Goblin's rotated down as well, so might be able to support and help out. Nice little stun onto Peebo, but no follow-up as of yet. Moist Goblin's still only level 4. But looks like most of the cores are getting there, but I'll tell you what, the biggest benefit from this laning phase has actually been Larry. Look at that CS.
Yeah. Larry is laughing.
Having a great time. Has the ult up already, so could look for some cross-map moves incoming. As they go in onto Peebo in the mid lane. A little bit of stun action coming out and some mana drain, but we'll just walk away. Wyvern rotates in. And we'll follow up with some damage. It doesn't quite latch onto Obst. As they go bot lane again, diving Sleepymoon under the tower. The trap, but PA can just blink out.
Thanks away.
As long as Clavicimbel is alive to help them. Flowzone indicating that perhaps Larry should retreat in case Spherical rotate anything else in. They didn't, but just in case.
So some early aggression from OGs, but it's kind of been muted by...
Middle lane. Oh, nice hex actually onto Peebo. Sorry to
hex.
interrupt, but yeah, a little bit of a jump going on, but looks like Moist Goblin will survive this one, providing he doesn't walk back into this this Void Spirit trap here.
Yeah, Spherical have kind of just halted the push. Tied in a bit of bother.
Yeah, not sure what's going on here, but nice Ravage.
Ravage is dropped.
Will save his life momentarily and get some extra damage out. Enough time for Obs to come in, although the stun is a bit late, but they have used Doom onto the Tusk, but there's 5 heroes here on the side of OGs, and Tusk might ultimately perish to the Doom, even with the heals from the Wyvern, but does eventually go down. But it's a 3-man trade for 1 support. Not the greatest trade for Spherical so far.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Tide was doing that far up. Just farming their creeps or something in the jungle, but
yeah, not sure.
bit of a strange place to start a fight at 11 minutes into the game.
And
then I think the drop of the ulti, the Ravage, just kind of made everyone feel like they needed to go in.
When, yeah, actually, perhaps not the greatest fight to take.
The best thing would be to just leave the Tide to die and then take a different fight.
I think also kind of the benefit again of having this Underlord. You're able to rotate 5 heroes into any engagement you want at the end of the day, because you can just drop this Fiend's Gate and portal through.
And look at this, they've got 4 bot to go on this PA, they want this kill.
Yeah, PA's hanging around too long. They've gone onto the Warlock in the back lines. Now blinks out the other direction, but yeah, 4 heroes chasing Sleepymoon down, and no real way for them to rotate Spherical heroes down to help here. But perhaps Sleepymoon can waste some time. Might try and blink out to the Wyvern. That's a lovely little blink again, but now the stun will come out with a 4-man snowball. But Jukes through the trees, dodges, but then runs into the vision from this Watcher, and the Root will follow it up, and Gyro ult comes out too. TP coming just too late for Spherical, and that will be Sleepymoon down. 8-2 on kills, 12 minutes in. OG's getting a nice early advantage.
Yeah, so the muted push is no longer muted. It's singing loudly.
And now they'll rotate mid lane and look to see, although Just Vi's gone so far, if Moist Goblin picks him out here, might be able to set something up. Obst is there as well, doesn't have Doom yet, But instead,
Right.
Vi with the ult
Gonna kill his
will
support.
make Obs kill his support. The feeds gate rotation as well, and once again, OGs have 4 heroes here, and Obs is in a world of hurt. The Centaur stun is nice, does delay the death by a moment, but yeah, all 5 heroes for OGs. They're very mobile across the map, and that secures yet another kill. As we still don't even have a level 6 yet on the Warlock. Been trying in the mid lane to get just over the line, but not quite there.
Yeah, Spherical definitely now on the back foot. They're gonna have to start to make some plays.
Yeah. Gonna have to try and buy
Start
some
taking
time.
the fights on their terms.
Buy some time for Sleepymoon. Ravage pop to try and get Larry Llama. Doesn't hit.
He
And
doesn't
now
even
the
get
snowball comes back in.
That's not good.
Yeah, Ravage now down, so from the side of OGs, you don't necessarily have to be too afraid of pushing in again. As they smoke up, and I think that was a scan that came out as well there, so the...
They see them. They know they're coming.
OGs
They're just gonna back under tower.
will back under tower.
4v3 at the minute.
Yeah. As Moist Goblin and Tide will start to do some damage to Flowzone, but they don't really have the follow-up just as of yet.
Doom now is on his own. If they see him back there, well, Tusk has gone in on the Lion.
Yeah, and the
nice
Warlock
shards.
as well. Warlock is going to go down again here, you'd think. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that
another death as Moist Goblin just removes all the damage. Obs gets in and casts Doom out onto the gyrocopter, but it will be in vain again, as once again this is under a tier 1 tower for OGs, so they can rotate all of their heroes here. Now Obs is in a world of hurt, gets snowballed onto and killed. And just
imagine if they had Ravage there.
None of these moves coming off at the moment for Spherical, and now Phosphorus is in a bit of trouble, needs to be careful. Moist Goblin taking all of the mana of Vi, but will just stick some of it back, enough to be able to heal a couple of his heroes as they take this tier 1 top.
And an early advantage is starting to snowball into a bit more of a whooping
Yeah.
so far.
As Warlock once again needs to be very, very careful. They are all around there. Will manage to waddle out after getting the vision up. I think one of those wards you place and then go, oh shit, everybody's here.
Help!
Time to go. And nearly level 6. And this level 6 will be huge because the golems are real nice. Real nice. And will give them a bit of extra team fight. Give something else for OGs to think about when they have to push into these towers.
Oh no, Sleepymoon in trouble.
Yeah, gets trapped up, won't have anything to blink
Can't
to.
get out of there.
And will get pulled back in by the Void Spirit and killed. Peebo gets another kill.
Great shards coming out so far. Very nice. Just catching.
Yeah, and I think that's
what they need to
kind of the
catch.
difference between the two sets of supports is that for example, Warlock and Lion feel a little less aggressive as supports go. I mean, I know Lion can like blink in. That's a lovely Ravage from Phosphorus. I'll continue that for later. Now the rock is dropped, and Tusk is in a world of pain themselves. We'll get killed by I think the tower in the end. So shared bounty, but dropping 3 ults, but well worth it just to get a kill on the board and get some gold in the pockets of particularly the supports for Team Spherical.
600 gold back. Just got to do that a few more times. And Sleepymoon has the Bounty Fury now as well. So that farm is gonna
in big trouble again. Needs to waddle away.
It's gonna accelerate the farm. Got the BKB queued up.
Yeah, need a Sleepymoon comeback here for Spherical. It's done well to get as much as they can off the map, whilst OGs have been running at them. Got caught a couple of times, but
still up there in the vicinity of the balls on the other team. Tide getting caught again.
Yeah, big
And he
damage
waddled
coming out.
himself out. Nice Greaves.
Oh, now the root comes out, and now the Wyvern ult is out, but the root actually stops them from moving into each
Oh,
other.
and the Tusk Shards again. Stuck in there.
Oh, and Obst couldn't get the Doom off twice because of the snowball save. Stopped him from being able to use the use Doom. Pulled the hero in at the last second, and now
Tusk just outplaying 3 heroes.
as
Very
will need to
nice.
run away again. Ward placed up top to see him, but yeah, I don't think they'll want to chase this all the way to the tower, but can set up now if you're OGs for this tier 2 push.
Yeah, that's a free tower. Don't TP here. Don't TP here.
Tide is
Oh, no.
in and in
Oh,
big,
what's he doing?
big trouble. We'll get caught out. And
That is a feed. That is straight up a feed.
there's unfortunate teleport in. It's got some life, but we'll have Ravage back up by the time they return. OG is just hanging around this tier 2, obviously setting up for the push, and yeah, Tide
The
coming
rest of the team rightly pushing out other lanes. They'll see the portal come in and they'll evacuate the area.
Yeah,
Although Goblin does seem to be stuck a bit.
we'll get this courier kill,
Yeah, it's gonna reveal him though.
and then TP's out. I think that
Nice.
stopped the Ags for Gyro. I think that was Gyro's
really?
Agimps, yeah, so Gyro's Ag's not going to be delivered for 2 minutes
Oh
now.
yeah, it was. Well, that's pretty huge.
That is actually pretty huge play. Lovely play. Oh, Shards just miss onto Moist Goblin there. And now OGs smoke up again. They find Sleepymoon, who is going to get caught out, rooted up as well. Larry doing work with this Rod of Atos already, and we'll catch him out. And that will slow down the farm. 3 to 18, 3-2-2 is potentially on. Don't want to jinx it, but
it's a roll in so far.
yeah, and OGs are on the train, and it doesn't have any signs of stopping so far.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
And so much map control now for OGs as well. Spherical
Yep.
going to struggle to get their
It's,
PA out to be able to farm. And
Verging in on an impossible situation for the Spherical here. They need a really good fight.
yeah, and Warlock gets caught.
Getting Warlock killed first. Not
Just
been
about
great.
manages to get out. Oh, but the damage is huge.
Does live.
But does eventually live. Sleepymoon is back in. I don't know if they want to fight this. Need to buy some time if they can. Any time they can get. I'd say there's only a 6k advantage, so I think it genuinely could be worse in this particular situation.
Yeah. It's
not that's much consolation, but it's definitely
it's not beyond the means of possibility.
Yeah, Gaben believes
Yet.
that there's a less than 30% chance now as Peebo jumps in onto this Warlock, who will get mechanismed up, but will eventually go down. And I don't know.
Not going to be dead for long.
Yeah, Obst. I don't know if Spherical want to contest this tier 2. Might be worth just waiting for the high ground defense. So if you expend too much now, you might not be able to defend your high ground. Probably want to save that.
Yeah, the
Ravage
high
for
ground
the
is
high ground.
much more important.
And just give time for Sleepymoon to get BKB. Only 1,000 gold off. Poor Obst has the Midas as well. Hopefully it's the game goes long enough for it to be super value. I know on Doom it is particularly value, but
Yeah, I mean he's still up there in net
Yeah.
worth. So
does the business. And they will
gonna
take
eye
this
up the
last tier 2.
tormentor. They just
I think
chilling.
they're going to push this tier 2, and then
trying to bait in.
then they'll go for the Tormy after.
Might have to trade a tier 1 bot, but I think they'll be happy to do that.
Yeah. Spherical will need to get on with pushing the tower though. Oh no, it's quite low. Never mind.
Yeah,
They'll be alright.
It's a couple of clicks.
Again, need to just avoid being
Just
caught
takes
out.
it
And
now.
this is a lovely portal smoke play, and this is
Yeah.
going to catch somebody out here.
Not being spotted by these lads.
Yeah, they smoked up beforehand, so smoke up and portal.
TP out.
Nice
Oh!
TP. Nice TP
Very
from the
nice
Tide
TP.
Hunter. That was lovely. Got himself out
Moist
of there.
Goblin must be absolutely pooping his pants.
Yeah, Courier only just avoids revealing him,
Yeah.
which was very close.
Very, very, very close.
He's behind enemy lines here, but will eventually
TPs.
TP out.
Nice. Great. That's perfect for Spherical, I think. I don't know if it goes better for them than that.
Yeah.
They got a tower, they reduced some of the pressure on their towers, and they didn't lose any heroes.
And they've got BKB on Sleepymoon now.
Huge. Huge.
Doom has his Blink Dagger as well. So perhaps plays can start to be made.
Yeah, it looks like they're eyeing up this late game a bit with the PA, BKB, and Battle Fury. The Tesla queued up next.
We've just got to get there. Buy some time.
Just got to get there.
And I think
Just got to get there.
I think saving the Ravage for any high ground defense is going to be pretty critical.
Yeah. Not been the best uses of Ravage so far, but there's still opportunity. And actually, it might really change some of these fights. So, I think if I'm on OGs now, because the Ravage hasn't been effective so far, if it is used effectively, it would be unexpected.
Yeah, more likely to be caught out, right?
Which gives them a massive advantage in the fight.
I believe it's Greaves as well for Tide now. So that's another big bit of burst healing as well, which will be nice. So
Yeah, the Grease is nothing, and the Dead in the Water.
yes,
I don't know if you had that before. That's very nice.
yeah,
They've got
Oh, gone.
4 heroes with a killing spree. Yeah, as
Oh,
well.
they're portaling down bottom. They really want this lion, I think. I don't know if they had vision, but perhaps they... Oh yeah, they do have vision up here. So I think they saw them there and wanted to potentially take a fight, but now will bring themselves back through the portal to take this Roshan, which is what I thought they were setting up for. They all TP top, I think, because they knew that's where the PA was most likely to be. PA did manage to just TP out, but then does allow them to get the Roche, so... Spherical doing the right thing again, just pushing out the waves while this is happening. I'm pretty sure they'll be aware that all 5 heroes are off the map. So
A little bit of pressure on this tier 2 as well.
yeah,
Doom now being eyed up.
yep, gets trapped up by Larry. Does get the counter damage out. We'll save the Doom for now.
Backup is a little far away.
Yeah, was a little bit ahead there. But yes, with the Aegis, they'll fancy themselves for a high ground push. But this lead is reduced to 4k, so there's given some time for some items to be bought by Spherical.
Yeah.
And once again, Sleepymoon putting pressure on another tower, whilst the high
But
ground push
the high ground defense here is very strong.
Yeah, as the OGs glyph to protect their creeps.
Their smells.
And circle around this tower. Larry standing at the front, wanting to be the target of all the attacks. Phosphorus will walk up. Doesn't have Blink, remember, so will have to waddle in to use the ultimate Ravage. Does get it.
Big
that's
Ravage.
a 4-man Ravage. That is huge. And now the Rock follows up as well. Meanwhile, in the backline, Sleepymoon blows up. I think it was Flowzone, along with the Lion Finger. And now Lone Soldier will also go down the first time.
You're going to go down a second time. He must.
Ravage follow.
BKB TP.
BKB, TP, and that will not stop. That will stop any kind of
Oh, there you go.
death for the Gyrocopter, but does get the Aegis. So ultimately a very successful fight and exactly the one that Spherical needed. The lead is now
That's what
only
they've been waiting
1k.
Straight back to evens. They just needed to cast their spells. The bonds was lovely. On
Yeah,
to 4, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, perfectly executed fight from Spherical.
yeah.
What more do you want?
Honestly, if you don't have Blink Dagger as a Tide Hunter, it doesn't get much better than that kind of waddle up. Honestly, that was great. Like, get out of the way,
Waddled
lads.
in.
I'm going in. Waddles in, drops it, dies. Perfect. That's all you need to do. It was absolutely perfect. As Larry,
was a
aggressive portal,
Nearly a 3k swing.
as
That
they
fight.
try to look for obs, but they might just find this Warlock instead. Does get
Yeah.
Pit of Malice up and also rooted. I think, ultimately, if you're Spherical, again, you will take that. That's your Warlock, because it could have been your mid-doom. But
Yeah.
with
OG's rightfully here, noticing the fact that all their big spells are now on cooldown.
yeah,
So now would be a great time to push.
exactly. Yeah, you've still
Got
got
40
a minute.
seconds on Ravage. You got 30 seconds on Doom. Warlock is dead.
Yeah, and still has a minute on ult as well. And I think this is a lane, isn't it? Do they have anything to stop this?
Certainly looks like it. Not even going to try and defend. B2. Warlock is back alive.
Yeah, we'll use the. Oh, but now the damage comes out from the gyro, and Warlock could be dead again here because
Warlock is
Peebo's
dead
jumped
again.
onto the back lines.
I think he needs to buy back.
Obst will now run in, and this is big damage from Sleepymoon, who has returned, but now the Wyvern ult is out, which will allow OGs to reset and disengage if needed.
Oh no, the root.
The roots just stopped, I think, enough damage onto this gyro,
Yeah.
who is getting low and low and low, but does survive in the end.
Oh my goodness. that
Flowzone
was
almost
close.
trolling by hitting the Tormy, which I guess could have killed the gyro if he was in range, but does survive ultimately. In the end, only the Warlock goes down, but they do lose quite a few buildings in exchange. As Flowzone will get caught here, Sleepymoon will clean up that kill along
Yeah.
with the ult from the Lion. And so OGs will be prompted, I think, with that to back away.
Yeah, kind of a lane of racks, I guess.
Yeah.
2 half lanes. Got the ranged in both, so
As aggressive again from Larry with the portal in. Gets one hit on
all
the
onto
tower.
the high ground.
Peebo
My
comes
goodness.
through, but then thinks better of it and blinks away. So
Yeah, I guess they just want the lads coming through the portal. I don't know.
some very AD
Strange.
rune for the PA, who might
Whoa.
actually find Larry. Is on
That could
his own
change
here.
everything.
Larry's on his own. Finds Pit of Malice comes out,
Yes.
but Sleepymoon just doesn't blink into it. Still manages to get caught by the end of it because of the weird interaction. But and now the
A nice
Wyvern ult comes
save.
out as well, especially with the AD damage, will do a lot of damage onto Obs. He shouldn't go down, but now Larry
Yeah,
will be
yeah.
finished off with the PA extra damage. And
He
this-
was indeed dead in the water.
And now Spherical think this is our time to go. With the big Underlord dead, I think Obs
Doom is a little low.
Obs doesn't have Doom for another 20 seconds, but absolutely shreds Flowzone, who will go down
That's
as
a crit.
well. And now
That's a crit.
the comeback train for Spherical is well and truly going as Gyro BKB TPs and will
Oh.
just about get out.
Oh, that was so close. I didn't think he had any chance. But one more crit, he's dead. He only got one.
And now I think OGs will have to be content losing this tier 2. As Moist Goblin blinks in, and now Obs dooms onto... and the Rock as well. Peebo is getting absolutely shredded by these ults.
That's the target
and will
they needed to
will
get.
go down. Remind they still have Ravage to take the fight if they need to. And they will get this tier 2 as well. Less than 1k
Hero's
gold
getting
advantage.
a little load.
Gaben thinks it's nearly at 50-50. But yeah, Spherical...
I would agree.
Spherical will have to TP back now, and Warlock does, to go and defend this top lane. And we might just have a game on our hands. Spherical have managed to claw themselves so far back into this game.
There's been some great fighting from Spherical.
It's been excellent. Excellent Dotes.
I feel like OGs have been very clinical this game. They started off and everything has been textbook. They've done everything right. And in that last few minutes, they've just kind of lost that. They kind of trickled in a little bit in their defending their tier 2 mid.
Yeah, Larry got...
Just kind of went a little bit, one by one. And now, like this play from Larry is just either a little on his own,
Yeah.
out of position just ever so much, but just kind of losing that clinical nature that they started the game with, which might let Spherical back in.
yeah, PA, BKB, Deso, Basher now. And Obst
Yep.
has the Shivas as well. So, accelerating. They are starting to
PA.
accelerate.
A hero that will get there given enough time and enough space. He will murder you. Can you keep him from
Gets
doing
their
so?
shard.
Oh!
Everyone else, I'm guessing. Oh no,
Lowest net worth?
Lion didn't get the shard. Yeah, everyone else has got it, I think.
No, Doom and Lion both don't have it.
Doom was a higher net worth at the time. I think
Yeah,
that shard has taken
yeah.
PA to top, and so
Possibly.
Lion got really cooked there. My carry got it instead of me.
What you
Right,
want?
now Larry is
Very nice shard.
Larry is quite far up here again, but they will try and make this push out. Roche could be back up within the next 5 seconds.
Lion in trouble. Manages to get out.
And
The
now,
Dead in the Water coming out. The BKB coming out. The Doom coming out.
and now they are
Is there any
looking.
follow-up?
But yeah, in bottom lane, they're losing their tower. They need to be really careful. Sleepymoon, BKB is off the stun from Flowzone, and now the Tide Hunter is in, and that's big damage. Larry goes down. Peebo goes down as well, and Gyro is really low. Has used the BKB already. So
Yeah.
if Sleepymoon can get out and blink onto this is huge. Does, uses the Fan
Yeah.
of Knives, gets the kill, and that is 4 dead on the side of OGs. And the Spherical have gone from 6k down to 5k gold advantage.
They have the advantage in gold, but in creeps they need something now. And they're going to eye up the mid lane and run. It's still fairly early on in the game, only half an hour in, so the respawn timers aren't too long yet. But those 2 range racks make all the difference. Make all the difference.
Another huge... was that the blink reveal on the Tide? Did he blink in?
Is that like a 5k swing? It's
I
nuts.
don't know if he blinked in or he got it after the fight.
I honestly, I didn't see that fight. I saw Peebo getting taken down by the Doom.
Yeah, they were being chased down, right?
Incredibly slow kill. But he was dead in the water and then doomed. He just chased him down and kept clicking. He couldn't do anything about it. But it's exactly the right idea, because Void is going to just jump around, and that's why they picked Doom, just to deal with that Void. Take him out of the fights.
Oh, Larry, another aggressive.
Yeah, they're going in.
They know
I'm
they're
not
up
sure
there.
if Spherical know they're there.
They saw it because they were up on that high ground. They literally saw the portal get placed down there.
Oh, right.
So, get the run away. I think they obviously believed that Spherical were likely setting up for the Roshan. And it's not quite up yet, but that's what they were setting up for.
Let's just cheeky little pause.
Yeah, time to catch
Difficulties.
breath. Time to catch our breath a little.
A great shout from the chat of Doom Refresher.
Yeah.
And look what he's got queued up. He's got one lined up next. I think that'll be an excellent pickup. He can take Gyro out as well. It's
Yeah, double Doom.
going to be very difficult for OGs to do anything. And this late game is shaping up pretty round. That's very cool.
Oh, and yeah, you're looking at the cores now on the side of OGs, and they do feel maybe an item light compared to their Spherical counterparts at the moment.
Yeah,
That's
it's
obviously that network.
PA and Doom are getting a little out of hand. The Gyro's doing well in terms of farm, but it hasn't picked up as many kills. It's not getting into these fights really. Well, no, he's got more kills actually.
A smoke up Spherical in the mid lane. And we'll look now to where they believe OGs to be.
Spherical, yeah.
Heading in
Wrapping
exactly
around.
the right direction. I think both teams want to set up for Roche if they can. Sleepymoon will find a couple heroes there, but doesn't. I don't know if it didn't have the blink range, but Peebo manages to get out. Nice hex from the blink from the Lion. Oh, and the damage. But now turned around onto the Lion as Obst pops the BKB and wants to try and doom Peebo if he can. But juking through the trees. Ravage dropped just to secure that kill. But will mean
Doom
the
not
Doom.
needed.
Yeah, Doom has been saved as a result. So 1-for-1 trade, but again, you take that if
go
you're
for
Spherical.
Lion, poor guy. Best thing he did was have no health, so he died instantly, so the stun wasn't as long.
Absolutely. And now,
Him
Obs needs
turning
to be
around.
careful. 4 heroes there,
Sleepymoon
and Obs
isn't
is
quite
taking
there.
a lot of damage from this gyrocopter and will get shredded. Dominating kill streak goes the way of Lone Soldier, and Phosphorus will just blink TP out, and that gives OGs the Roshan as well.
Yes. Yes.
Bottom tower under
A little too greedy there, I think.
Just a bit far up. Just
Yeah,
touch
not
that,
communicating with the team. Sleepymoon wasn't ready to go in, didn't have BKB up. Yeah, they just need to work around these timings. Timings and spell timing. It's the most critical thing for Spherical now.
Zaya's bottom tower is being attacked. 11 minutes.
Lone Soldier has his Daedalus to accompany his Aegis. Looks like he's going for the MKB next. I think he has it once his courier gets all the items. That will be huge for them. Feel like this might be a bit of a farming Aegis.
Yeah.
Although if they leave it, right, they just sit back. I think it goes to Spherical late, no?
Yeah, it depends what this gyrocopter can do with MKB, like giving themselves the best opportunity to try and get damage out onto PA.
Yeah.
Thing is, they got enough, you would say, control, but it's whether they can kill her quickly enough to stop that damage coming out. That's the tricky part. Because if you think about like the Pits of Malice, have caught the PA a few times in fights and slowed down how quickly she can jump onto the enemy heroes. But
They've been very well placed, the Malices as well.
Because they then can't kill PA quickly enough, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it still looks like it hasn't really helped when you would say it has, as Sleepymoon is running quite aggressively. Does get tagged by the Wyvern here, and now Peebo finds Warlock, who will just have enough time to drop the golems after Ravage use as well. Snowball out, but both of those heroes will die, and on the back lines, Doom.
Gyro down once.
Yeah, but Sleepymoon also getting traded up as Tidehunter buys back, and Lion will be found as well.
For Spherical.
Yeah, Doom I think managed to blink away and get out. The fight split up quite a lot there. Doom was caught on his own, but did manage to escape. But yeah, 3 deaths for Spherical, and this is big trouble. This is buybacks required.
And a bit of a lack of spells. They have the Doom.
Yeah, Doom and Lionel when they want to, but yeah.
But no Ravage.
There's
and
another
no
trap onto
golems.
the PA, and now we'll just walk away.
Doom's in deep onto the Gyro.
Yeah, Doom's a Gyro, but we'll take a bucket load of damage. And does go down.
Trip.
That'll be another buyback required. As PA comes in, shreds through Larry's damage, but saved by the Snowball. Huge Snowball save. And now Sleepymoon is in big trouble, getting down to half HP, but we'll just jump in onto Vi on the backline. Lovely Ravage from the Lion there, as he gets himself a kill with the Finger of Death as well. And eventually, Spherical and Sleepymoon will clean up the rest of the heroes. Gyro escapes on very little HP. They lose both barracks, but they do win the fight overall.
Yeah.
But with 3 buybacks expended. Asterisk. As Doom,
Yes.
this will make it a definite one fight.
Yes.
Obst finds the gyrocopter and takes him down.
I'm struggling because OGs lost the fight, but I think they ended up with more net worth because
Yeah.
of the buybacks.
But now that's slowed, and Sleepymoon will try and push up and
It
take.
might be able to force some buybacks here. They have the glyph. BKB is back online for Sleepymoon, so he does have that. They're going to let this tower go. Most certainly.
Yeah, with the tier 2s in
Range
the other
rats.
lane, they know it's only this lane they can take, right? So
Yeah.
Spherical will now have to back out unless they're going to go for the end.
I think they want some buybacks.
I don't think they're going to get any, unfortunately, so time to
No.
go. They need to push out their top lane as well, which is constantly
And
pushing
now
back in.
their job is to not die for the next 5 or 6 minutes once the buybacks just reset.
This should make my life easier.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Yeah, they don't want to be caught out with no buybacks now.
Yeah, it would be tricky to play back from that situation. Yeah, I mean, it's still fairly even. In fact, Gaben favors Spherical for the first time since 10 minutes in.
Oh, wow. OGs know that they would like to get some kills here. That would be game, really, I think. But I don't know if they're going to find anyone.
I think PA's got a Satanic. Yes, Satanic has just arrived.
It's arrived.
So that will hopefully sustain her through the next fight. As the creeps come back in the middle lane, and there is no one there to do it. Lion does finally get his shard from the Tormentor as well.
Yeah, very nice. That'll help him a lot in the fights. A little bit of magic immunity.
Oh, blink in, but no mana for Ravage, and Ogre Seal totem out from Phosphorus. Didn't quite have the mana for Ravage. Does pop the Greaves now, so we'll have it.
Both big boys giving the goose and receiving the goose.
And we could be setting up for quite a large fight in this area.
Yes.
The Warlock is casting. Upheaval is on.
PA getting 25, level 25 as well. The triple dagger.
Yeah.
Which with the Battle Fury is quite nice, I think. I don't know if it's better than the other one, but
Yeah, Ob's 25 as well, actually. The level advantage, actually, for the two main cores as well is crazy. As the Sleepymoon is kicked back out into the middle of them all, but Tidehunter comes in with the Ravage now, and the BKB has been used. Triple Dagger comes out from Sleepymoon, and now they drop the rock with the bonds as well. And this is the fight, but it's a lovely Wyvern ult, which is meaning that Obs is getting a lot of damage from his from his PA as the Flowzone rolls in as well. Does get kicked away in the end. And now Obs with his own Ogre Seal Totem leaps in, and Larry gets absolutely exploded on the front lines. Obs needs to be a bit careful, he's quite low. Phosphorus doing huge damage to Flowzone and will go down in the end. And it's another good fight for Spherical, who use their big cooldowns, which had come off cooldown, just about ready for that fight, to reject that high ground attack.
That is a risky game to play. They still got 2 minutes on their buybacks. 3 minutes, really. So if that fight goes the other way, then it's game over. But Sleepymoon getting kicked around, but managing to get the damage out nonetheless. He only needs a few hits.
Yeah,
and it's,
got the Tidehunter to thank again for the
huge save.
counter initiation.
And they're going up this mid again. I think they just want to end the game. Or are they going to try and get buybacks?
You would say they try and get buybacks. I mean, it's going to take so long for them to push out these other lanes, possibly. So,
I mean, if this goes badly in their base, then the buyback's still on cooldown. That's not change.
And Tide blinks in, does get double silence. We'll use the Greaves to purge that off. Pops the pipe as well, and we'll start hitting the buildings. Although Peebo now goes in, but the Ogre Seal Totem comes out and will get out. As the gyro's come out, but will not hit, and now Spherical
It's
retreat.
too late.
No buybacks
Okay,
expended, but
That
big
was
damage.
making me nervous.
Big
I
damage.
didn't like that. I think it would behoove them to push out the top lane. Let that even out a bit.
Yeah.
Bot lane will keep hold of itself, I think. Yeah, PA's on critical mass now. Some insane damage coming out. They just got a minute more to wait. And then they're free to push, try and get up that high ground. Get by the rats.
Yeah, looking
Oh.
for this Roshan as well, aren't they? But is not up for another minute and a bit.
Gaben is sticking with Spherical for now.
God, the graph. What's this?
It took a big dip. It came back.
That is...
Momentary lapse.
Yeah.
The team's waiting for Roche.
They will be waiting. Moist Goblin has become a ward, but now we'll move out of the pit. Take the Watcher, and then we'll walk back in.
Yep.
But in the
OGs are
meantime...
going to try and force them back.
Yeah.
But they have the advantage, because if they force them back, then they can just go take a look at... Use the Fiend's Gate, just go take a look at Roche themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that they know they can't be contested, because it would take them too long to get back.
Yeah, need to kill this this banner. This Roshan's banner is stopping them from killing these creeps here.
Interesting point raised in the chat earlier. The Roshan's banner could... Oh!
What happened?
Something top.
They
Their
cast?
line TP'd out.
Oh, right.
Very, very close. Very close. The Roshan's banner can absolutely mess up OGs here with the bombs.
Oh, yeah. That is true. That's big brain.
They're heading towards Rose.
Yes,
everyone knows it's going on. Can they get there in time to do anything about it?
Larry is slightly out of position here. Might get caught. Gets a nice route out onto Sleepymoon. Uses the pipe. And now the Ravage is into the pit. And Clavicimbel was actually kicked towards the pit, but that's fine. That's where Spherical want to take this fight. The fight is so split, I can't keep it on the screen, so forgive me for that. Roshan will go down. Lone Soldier gets the Aegis, but instantly expends it. And there's 2 dead already on the side of OGs. Gyro will come back. Will be in a world of trouble, though, with this upheaval behind and Sleepymoon just trying to do all the damage in the world. Nice heal from Vi on the back lines. Flowzone also getting damage onto the line. And yeah, that's huge kills there. Onto
Gyro's going to go down.
Gyro will go down to the Golem in the end, and it's just Lion and Tide fighting it out with Flowzone, Larry, Flowzone, Larry, and Vi, and Tide will eventually go down themselves, and Moist Goblin follows them to the grave too. So ultimately, 5 dead on the side of Spherical in the end. The Aegis taken and expended by Gyrocopter, who goes down twice. And a buyback from Peebo as well. So both mids buying back in the end of that fight.
I feel like Spherical got trapped in the pit. By the pit. The pit of Malice trapped in Roshan's pit.
Yeah.
And it was bad news from there. It was nice start to the fight. The Wyvern ult was used on PA, who had no one around them, so it just ended instantly. But it kind of went downhill from there. Gyro, turns out, does quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, especially when you're all tucked up next to him.
Yeah.
As big buybacks come out, I think they'll try and avoid using Sleepymoons if they can. Obviously, the Ravage has still got quite a big cooldown. Tide blinks in aggressively again, lays the anchor down onto Larry. Will now get kicked back up onto the high ground and is in a bit of trouble here.
That's not the play.
Just after the buyback, Sleepymoon will have to expend the buyback. Overseal Totem to get out, and now Sleepymoon is
now
in.
Larry Llama's out of position.
Jumps onto Larry. Pipe used, and now Obs is hitting his PA, but not quite because they're evading
setup.
half of the hits. And now with that, they will get out.
Man, this is stressful to watch from Spherical.
They are running such a fine line of what. And OG's now favoured by Gaben as well, by the way.
Yeah, Gaben cannot make up his mind. He's going back. He's going back to Spherical.
And now they kick back the Tidehunter again, and Peebo jumps in onto the front lines.
They're on their own here.
Yeah, Ogre Seal Totem comes out. Now the stun snowball from Flowzone, and the shards to block off Phosphorus'
Shards are
exit.
so good.
But actually, there's a tiny little gap, just about, which the creeps nearly blocked. And Phosphorus will just taunt their way out of that one. Lovely little watermelon action going on.
And at 50 minutes into the game, we're going to have a mid standoff.
Pipe blinks in again. Pipe expended from the Tidehunter this time. Does have Ravage up, probably looking to use it.
Oh.
And now AD onto Sleepymoon. This is a sign for
Oh,
OGs
no.
to back away. They are
That
retreating
changes everything.
at pace. They are very afraid of this AD rune.
They know. They know.
And
I'm not sure. Did they see him get it?
yeah,
Or-
they did. Yeah, I think Larry spotted it. As Phosphorus will now
Phosphorus
blink
is
up.
in.
Counter blink from Vi. All the big ults are up, by the way. So this next fight could be huge. They got one. You got Wyvern ult, Wyvern ult and Gyro ult both up, and all the big ults on the side of Spherical also available. So
PKB back online for PA as well. They need to get some these out buildings though on Spherical.
yeah,
They can't really do anything in the base without it. All they can do is end, but they need to get a huge team wipe for that. Might eye up this Tormentor instead. Waiting for the creep. Creep's so slow.
the PA now. Yeah, no boots.
Don't need them.
Don't need boots. Barefoot. Dogs
Who needs
out.
boots?
You hate to see it.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
And they will get this tier 2.
Oh,
OGs are
tense.
terrified.
Both teams are terrified. No one's even hitting the tower. They're just letting the creeps go.
Yeah, they've
Now
got to
they're
go back.
getting out.
They have to go back to defend their base, and they should push this top lane in now as well. Like you said, they've got to get these out of the towers. We're coming up for an hour. Tier 5s will be up in 6 odd minutes.
And the net worth is even less than K. Yeah.
The graph has swung again. And now Spherical favoured by Gaben.
Gaben doesn't have a clue. He doesn't know what to do. Shard for Obst on the Tormentor.
Why did I make a joke about a 2-hour game?
I think as much as it's very even now, it will all be over very quickly if one team wipes twice.
Yeah,
Or at the moment, OGs just need to wipe once.
yeah. Because 4 buybacks not available. Only the Lion has it. And they're set up for this bottom lane. The last one they haven't quite got yet. Upheaval set up from the Warlock. And now the daggers as well from the PA. Just to try and halt the push as quickly as possible.
Is Phosphorus going to jump in again?
Or get kicked in. That's
Yeah,
the
the kick was huge in the last fight down here, but Flowzone playing out of his skin, I think.
Yeah.
They will spot out this ward on the high ground, but that will give them knowledge that the other ward is there.
Yeah, you got to be careful if Warlock goes up too far. Oh, the blink doesn't
Whoa.
quite make it onto the cliff, but that was about to be a blink kick from Flowzone there.
He wanted it.
Onto
He
the
wanted
Warlock.
it. I think it's bad because I don't think you want to kick. Oh, I suppose you can snowball back, can't you? You don't want to kick, blink onto the high ground and be stuck up there.
God,
Oh,
the amount of
those
damage that he
crits.
do is insane.
That's a tanky lad, by the way. That is a tanky lad.
Roshan's banner is out now. The bonds come out, but I don't think it collected on any heroes. The
No, not on
Tidehunter
any
gets
heroes.
silenced before it can retaliate, and now they're in. The Vi uses the ult on the back lines, and they've jumped onto Moist
Warlock's
Goblin.
out.
He is the only one. He's the one hero with buyback on the side of Spherical. That is a lovely ravage from Phosphorus onto 3, And now Sleepymoon is in onto Peebo, doing big damage here, but just Peebo's just healing it back up. And now the refresher ult is back out. So Sleepymoon changes targets. Gyro gets doomed and then killed. And they kick Sleepymoon out to try and halt the damage. But the two dead on the side of OGs, and they have to back away. Doom is chasing, wants this Peebo. Can he catch him and bring him down? It's just a...
Nearly.
Oh. We'll get the regen
The hex was
room.
there, but I don't think he was expecting to be able to use it.
Obs did not correctly guess the location of the blink.
Oh, he's blinked onto high ground.
Lion becomes a ward. We'll have 4 staff in a second to be able to get down, and they still see Peebo. Obs now blinks in, has the Doom. Pops.
Yes, the sun's out.
Yeah,
Doom's out.
They popped the Lincolns, and now the Doom will be out onto Peebo, and with the body blocks as well, plus the stomp from the Centaur creep. Obst and
That's
Moist Goblin will get
kill.
that kill in the end.
And no buyback.
No buyback on Peebo.
Well, he's got it in 20 seconds.
But Sleepymoon will fancy walking up here.
They're just going to try and end?
Still
It's
1
not going
minute.
to take him long.
Still 1 minute 30 for buyback on there. Glyph out. And now a lovely Pit of Malice traps all 3. And the portal as well. Larry Llama drops a secondary Pit of Malice in behind. But no.
They're going to back.
Yeah, Tusk buyback. Tusk
be careful.
coming in. Might die back here. Gets stomped up from the Centaur creep. Oh, lovely ult by Vi. Saves
Nice
his
save.
Tusk life. Who will now snowball
They need
onto
more
them.
there.
Obs BKBs to stop the stun from hitting. And now the stun comes out from the Lion onto the Tusk. And in the backlines, Vi gets taken down and will go down and has
the
to
Tusk goes
instantly
down as
buy
well.
back. Tusk die back. And now Larry's in big trouble. But with these 2 buybacks and Peebo's back off cooldown, Sleepymoon has decided to have mercy on Larry and blink out.
Oh, how the turntables.
This graph!
Spherical now with the buyback advantage. Gaben, he's made his choice. I didn't think it'll be going the other way anytime soon.
And now, there's a 13k advantage for Spherical right now. We're coming up for an hour. And they're almost even on kills. They've been behind the whole game.
I think this is the first time that Spherical are outright in the lead. They've had gold advantage, they've had fight advantage, they've always had something, whether it's not having buybacks available or, you know, racks disadvantage, but I feel like at the moment they are in the lead properly.
They've managed to bring themselves back from what was a very rough early game. I believe there was a point where they were 18 kills to 3 down, and OGs were gaining map control at a rapid rate. But it's credit to the cause on Spherical for being able to get themselves back into this game, because they managed to farm up and use what space they had for as long as they could until the fight started to go their way. And now they will get Roshan. They will have to watch out for this huge wave coming in middle lane. Someone will have to go back and deal with this, because that is that's a large one.
It's gonna keep pushing.
OGs did scan out the Roche twice, so they know it's happening. That is a big frog.
Roche on Sleepymoon is massive.
Yeah, and the buybacks are back for Spherical as well.
There's an Ags for Tide.
Oh, they portaled in bot lane to get the tower, and then they've just portaled back out. Larry will TP out instead, but yeah, portal used to get that tier 3. I believe hadn't previously gone down. Might be wrong about that.
I think it did go down in the last fight.
Maybe they're just trying to get some damage onto the racks then. I see.
Yeah. It's unhealable damage.
Except for the one that heals.
It's not the one that heals. Oh no, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they hit both. I think.
They hit both. Oh, huge. I don't know if you can see the tier 5 that Sleepymoon just picked up. That is the tier 5 that he needed.
Oh Jesus. Oh jeez.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, a Giant's ring for Obst as well.
Yeah.
Oh, damage.
The Stygian is so much damage. So much damage. This guy's huge. And he's got 2 lives.
Yeah. Right.
He's got a refresher queued up. That's just to refresh BKB. I think Sleepymoon's going to go in here.
I think they're thinking about it for sure.
Trying to get the creeps.
Definitely tempting. Gyro also with the Stygian.
Oh, light fire with fire now.
Extra
This is a spicy game. 4 buybacks available for Spherical.
Yeah, still on cooldown for 3 of
Like, what can
OGs.
they get?
Well, I tried.
Yeah, so far no mirror shields for OGs.
Yeah, they've got all the tier 5s on Spherical now.
Only Flowzone.
Arcanist armor on Tide is very nice. Voice Goblin getting the Book of the Dead.
Oh, Sleepymoon sees the gyro, I think. Just definitely got to be tempting. Oh, the gyro's like just shot up the hill. Yeah, definitely
Sleepymoon
revealed
wants
they
it.
had vision up there because the gyro's like
Yeah.
auto turret or whatever it is, just shot up the high ground at the creep. As Larry will be caught out
Onto
here,
Larry.
fan of knives. And the Ravage popped as well. Will catch Vi with a big stun as well, but the Pit of Malice once again slows
Not sure
down.
about the Ravage use there.
Is going Refresher on the Tide. So perhaps thinks they might be able to get the Refresher by the time need to use it again, but
Would doubt it.
and
The
the graph-
Bonds PA is so nuts, isn't it?
yeah, the damage is huge.
Right, setting up on bot tower.
They're wrapping round. They've wrapped
They're
round
in.
through the mid lane.
You're in the
and
base.
OGs don't want it yet. Obs will walk
Kind of like the
forward.
Seer Stone on Warlock. It just means he can upheaval from a million miles away.
And this is a lane of racks and not much contest. And now
He's going deep.
they won't go in and Flowzone is dead. No buyback.
Larry
They
Llama
buy
buys
back
back.
on Larry, who used the ult to get in, but the Ravage, don't know if that actually hit anybody in the end. Obs has
It
blinked
did.
in very aggressively. Peebo taking some damage. Now the daggers are out, but dodged by Peebo as well. Sleepymoon is in, doing as much damage as possible to Lone Soldier, but it's a nice ult again by Vi, stopping any follow-up damage. But now the Warlock Golems come out on top of Larry, and this will be a dieback for him as well, so that's 2 dead. Obs is very low on this side, getting hit by Peebo.
unleashed
But
at the
now
back.
the Doom is out. And although Doom is dead, he's used his big spell. PA on the backlines goes down for the first time, but does have
Aegis
Aegis.
once.
And now this is a real slow kill for Peebo, but that's a dieback on Peebo. And now Sleepymoon, with this secondary
Peebo could be in
life,
trouble.
needs to be very, very careful, because Lone Soldier doesn't do a small amount of damage, but... oh, and the Refresher Orb just picked up by Vi,
Now he's got his team.
but needs to be careful, and this base all the while is going down. PA
Yeah.
taking lots and lots of
The
damage.
golems are doing it.
Will now
Golems have
focus
done it.
tower, but now goes down, and the the golems win the game for Team Spherical.
PA actually goes down at the end there.
Yeah,
You get the PA. But...
and Team Spherical take the game
Oh my goodness.
after 64, nearly 65 minutes. Team Spherical
64
win the
minutes.
lower bracket, best of 1, and go through to the next phase. Unfortunately, OGs are eliminated. Wowie, what a game.
Wow,
I need to
we.
catch my breath a touch.
Oh. Spherical. What a performance from them. What a performance.
The graph is just it just is the gift that keeps on giving. Like the swings in this game were huge. It looks
Oh
looks
my
like in
goodness.
the end, the line going so far up for Spherical obviously kind of skews
Yeah.
it. But if you think that most of it was contested within this 15k,
Yeah.
or even closer than that, probably
And-
like 10k swing either way at max most of the
And
time.
those first two peaks, cost them buybacks, right? So they, although had advantage in terms of net worth. They were behind in buyback, so any fight they took was like really risky, really risky. Yeah, just incredible plays.
Yeah.
They had the game plan and they executed it.
Yeah. And I guess the other thing is they didn't didn't let it all go unravel when it was going poorly at the start. It kind of wasn't the easiest start, but they kept their cool, managed to get items on Obst and Sleepymoon, and like I say, gradually, bit by bit, fought their way back into the game, and eventually reap the rewards and take it home.
Really, really well done.
I'd just like to say that that the PA did 80k damage in that game.
Yeah.
And Gyro, to be honest, to them did nearly 70k as well. It is a remarkable amount of damage being done in this game. And OGs obviously it's tough because they've been eliminated, but they played really well and they gave us such a great game.
Yeah.
And there were some insane plays, particularly I would say from the Tusk, especially in that early game when it was really rolling for them. And then and even when it got later, Wyvern Vi was casting some crazy.
They were
ults.
always in it.
Yeah.
Like even right at the end, it was so close. Flowzone, honestly, the MVP goes to Flowzone. The shard plays, the kicks, the saves, everything on point. Really, really well played on that Tusk. Yeah, just like some really great plays early on, in particular. But not able to stand up to the late game of Spherical and their just team coordination in general. It's lovely.
Oh, that's absolutely crazy.
A corker of a game.
Yeah.
What,
Why can't it be a best of
insane
3?
best of 1.
This should have been a best of 3. It would have been crazy. But that is a great result. Now, I think I don't know where to go from here. I think, how do we round this one up? Have you got any closing thoughts? Any final thoughts?
I mean, commiserations to OGs. It'd be sad to see them out of the tournament now. Do you know who Spherical face up to next?
Let me have a look. Let me see.
Or has it not been decided yet?
It may not have been decided yet because I don't know if the other game is going on. Let's look here. Loser of 9, which is either Stessie's Ultra Shitters or Wogan's Wizards. So the loser of that game will play against Spherical in the next round, which again should be another crazy best of 1.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I think Spherical are gonna roll off this victory, big time. I think they're gonna take so much from this game, considering how they won, and just like coming back from. The graph really doesn't do it justice, does it? But it was like it felt hopeless to a point. We were saying it was almost out of contention at one point for them. Was it 18-3? Did you say?
Yeah, I think it was 18-3 at its peak. I think before the comeback started.
It's just nuts. So to come back from that, win the game in the way that they did is huge, and yeah, good luck to them in the next game.
Yeah. Cool.
Absolutely deserved.
Right. Well, with that is a best of 1 in the lower bracket in the books. But there is plenty more Goonternational 2024 to come. I believe we are playing tomorrow, aren't we, Mark? We are playing in our best of 1.
I believe so.
Against Breaking Baps. So that should be an interesting one. For us at least, I guess, in the game. And yeah, I just have a look at the old schedule because I think there's quite a few. I'm not sure there was a game earlier today at 6 o'clock. Unsure if that's still going. I think that was a best of 3. But yeah, tomorrow, Breaking Bats versus Tit Warblers, and then Tuesday, Bad Lads versus Too Hot for Dota. So these are both lower bracket best of 1s. So
nice.
more teams will be eliminated. Don't worry about that. But for now, it is just OGs. They are the first to go. And after a spherical comeback of epic proportions, I'd just like to say to everybody who joined in the chat and chatted with us today, thank you very much for joining us and watching. Much appreciated. Thank you, Mark, for joining me as always.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, thank you to both teams for what was an absolutely incredible game.
Yeah.
And
Look at that.
yeah, I need to catch my breath, so I think I'm gonna go have a lie down now. But thank you all very much for watching, and to both teams once again, commiserations to OGs and congratulations to Team Spherical, who do move through the lower bracket into the next round. We will see you next time, whenever that may be. So take care and peace out.